Okay, collective. So I'm gonna do another collective reading, but this is more of like what you have to look forward to, or like the advice. Because I feel like lately all I've been getting has been karma readings, which makes sense, but at the same time it's kind of like, dang, like I feel like Saturn retrograde was like the return to sender of a lifetime, and that's not like me trying to be funny, you know. But for real though, at least that's how it feels. And I feel like even shuffling this deck, collective, it even feels like it's giving like false reality appearing real. So it could be like maybe you thought that things weren't gonna work out for you, but they are. It's like the biggest trick of the enemy, right? And like everybody, like a lot of people, even I know, right? You know, depending on where you are in your journey, nothing is really truly ever stolen from you. It's temporary if it is. But I feel like everything that you've passed through, collective, was so that you could embrace your shadow side. I feel like there's a lot of people that are stuck in their south node because they refuse to do the work. And that's just what it is. That's the reality. That's not me being mean. That's not me being a brat or anything like that. It's just kind of like either you've done the work or you haven't. And I feel like you guys have. You heal by releasing, not suppressing. And like I said, these people that you guys are leaving behind, which I have been saying, like, they can't come with you in this next chapter. It's just not possible. But you guys have done it. And I feel like maybe since you are, you know, taking this leap of faith, you know, moving in another direction, you are divinely guided, even if you feel even if you feel alone, even if you feel like, you know, oh, I'm gonna be alone. But collective, I feel like you're not alone. I feel like, you know, the Most High is walking with you, and you have like an army of ancestors behind you. Okay. All right. What else? What else, Spirit? What else? What else? Tell me what else. Alright, I'll just pull one then. We have your purpose is personal expansion. How can you be more intentional with your choices and live more with purpose? So I feel like this is about you living in your purpose, collective. Whatever that may be, whatever you are currently working on, or whatever you have an end goal for. It could even be like you're going back to school, or you're thinking about going back to school. Let me see what else I get. What is this? We have clarity, go within. So collective, it could be maybe you were being called to go within, or that you need to really look within yourself and figure out what it is that makes you happy. At least that's what I'm getting with go within. Sometimes, you know, it's not so much about what you're doing for work, but what is it that's going to make you happy and make you money. And that's the best way I can say it. So if it's something that makes you happy, or something that brings you joy, whatever that is, whether that's making perfume or making candles, or, you know, there's something about starting a business here, but you got to figure it out. Whatever it is for you, that's what the advice is. At least that's what I'm getting. And I feel like whatever it is that you guys are going to be working on is going to make you feel like you're in balance, or it's going to make you feel like you are in some sort of flow state when you are doing it. Whatever that is for you, or that's what you are doing. So it could be you're working your way up to be able to make necessary changes in order to go in the direction that you want to. And it could be like your guides are telling you, yeah, it's gonna be one step at a time, or it feels like one step at a time for you, collective. Let me see what else. Dimensional gateway. An invitation. Collective, I feel like you have grand masters that walk with you, or you guys are a grand master. 33 here makes me feel like either you guys are out, like you guys have already gone through many transformations to a point where, because you've passed so many tests, or you've, like, I feel like this is like collectively, right? Like you've done all of this healing and you've passed all of your tests, and it's getting to a point where you guys are going to be walking through a door that no man can really shut. And this is really giving revelations where, like, you're, okay guys, listen, understand, okay? You guys are being elevated to the next level where it's going to be heaven on earth for you, but it's going to be hell on earth for your enemies. You feel what I'm saying? So, okay. So, this is giving revelations where you guys are going to be enjoying the milk and honey of being able to go to this next level, collective, whatever that may be for you. And I feel like that's what you have to look forward to, including as we enter this Lionsgate portal. It could be like this Lionsgate portal is going to be so freaking intense that a lot of things are going to be moving so quickly. And I've been getting that energy where things are moving so quickly. It feels like the Lionsgate portal's already here. It's already open. That's how I feel intuitively. I feel like that energy is so prominent. So even if you started manifesting even before the Lionsgate portal, your stuff would still be flooding in, like the floodgates just opening up from heaven. You know what I mean? And that's how intense the energy has been feeling for me. But yeah, like I'm just really sensitive I feel like because of my moon placement. My moon placement is very like prominent for me, so I just feel things very deeply even before certain things start. It could, like, for me, even I feel a full moon a couple days before it peaks. You know what I mean? So yeah, that's what this is giving. It's giving the floodgates of heaven opening, and your blessings just raining down on you guys. Like, you know, like, and yeah, like I said, blessings and things collected. You are going to be getting blessed with abundance in this season, like a lot of money. Or this is what's coming in for you if you currently are working in your purpose. You're going to have a lot more money coming in. But like I said, I feel like this is going to set you up, or it could be like your purpose is going to set you up and give you what you need, collective. All right? And it could be things are going to be a lot better by Thanksgiving, which is also what I'm getting with that cornucopia. It makes me think about Thanksgiving. So I feel like maybe you're going to be in a much better space by Thanksgiving, guys. And I feel like you're going to be stepping away from possibly being in a dark space or feeling like you were in a dark space, or it could be like you felt suppressed, collective. You're gonna be feeling a lot more lighter by the fall time. At least that's what I'm getting, because I feel like you're gonna feel more free, collective. Let me go on a part 2. All right, collective, so I'm back. So I feel like your life is gonna feel a lot lighter, or you're gonna feel a lot happier. And I feel like you're going to be surrounded by people that are going to understand you, or you're going to be around people that support you, collective. And I feel like maybe you're coming from a space of being in darkness, or being around people that wanted you to stay hidden or be by yourself. And I feel like you guys are detaching from drama. This, like I said, in the collective energy, I've been getting people walking away from people, places, and things, detaching from people that are dramatic or toxic. What else, Spirit? What else? Collective, I really do feel like you were put in some sort of isolation. At least that's what I'm getting. And this is not going to be for everybody, but I have been getting, like, for people that have been isolated or people that are by themselves. Collective, I feel like you were put in isolation in order to grow. Like, and this could even be, like, spiritually. Like, maybe spiritually you were still in, it's kind of like when you go into the military, right? You have to go through, you have to pass tests and go through basic training, but eventually as you go further up, you know, that's what this is giving. So, like, I'm getting this warrior energy again. Is just like you guys are some sort of spiritual warrior, or you are someone that has passed through many battles. It's like when you look at history and you think about the warriors from Japan and them fighting and going to war, and, like, you know, other wars that have taken place in the world. It's like you were made into this, like, warrior, like, of the spirit, you know. And it makes me think about walking through fire, like walking through fire to be stronger, Collective. And I feel like that's why you've had to go through the things that you had to get through. And that doesn't mean that it was fair to you. No, like, it felt like you had to be put, you had to be sat down, and it just looked like you had to face yourself, or you had to face your shadow. And there's nothing wrong with that. But eventually, I feel like it was more of the test of your shadow to see if you are comfortable with your shadow. And eventually, Collective, I feel like there were certain things that you had to grow from, or you had to evolve from, to be a better person, or to be the person that you are today. And I feel like if no one's told you today, you guys are a beast, okay? You guys are a beast in the spirit realm. You know, you rank high in the spirit, Collective, and don't let anyone take away from that. Even if you do have a shadow, there's nothing wrong with your shadow. It always comes down to balance, a balance of your shadow and your light, Collective. Whew, man. And I know the feeling, because I feel like for me, like, I always say my shadow is Itachi from Naruto, because, like, I know what it feels like to pass through pain, and I feel like I'm speaking to a collective that's been through a lot of pain, or they've been through a lot of trauma along their journey, you know. And, you know, this isn't easy energy to, you know, read on, but, you know, but it's something that I do understand, because I've also been in a space where I've had to sit with myself and actually temper my energy and temper myself. And that's just what it comes down to. It does come down to, like, where you are when it comes down to your emotional regulation. And I feel like your angels are with you, collective, as you are transitioning and you are moving through this door. And I mean, like, door, like, new life. A new life, collective, is what you're stepping into. And I'm proud of you. You deserve it. You deserve this new life that you're stepping into. Alright? What else? And collective, I feel like you are ascending, collective. This is a sign. You have ascended. You have passed the test. You guys are in alignment to receive everything that is coming down on you, collective. Like, this new timeline is not a joke, guys. We have Metatron, Rainbow Bridge, always open. You know what this makes me think of? Mario Kart 64. If you know, you know. Alright, guys. Rainbows could be significant. Maybe you've been seeing rainbows, or you have seen rainbows along your journey, collective. I feel like it's a sign that heaven is watching over you. And rainbows are a sign of blessings, collective. We have Madonna and Mothering. I feel like, we have karma here, collective. You have good karma, and this could be, like, within love, but I feel like, you know, people that are stuck in their shadow, man, God forbid, collective, you have a lot to look forward to, and I feel like you're being restored. I've been getting this energy of being restored, like your energy being restored, your blessings being restored, you know, receiving everything back that was taken from you, collective. It's kind of like you're getting back to your old life if you guys have been isolated. And I feel like the biggest lesson here was that you had to learn boundaries with the people around you. Man, collective. And I really feel like this had a lot to do with family. Yeah, guys. I feel like you guys are closing out a cycle with your family, or you're leaving behind family. I feel like you're going to let this chapter close entirely. Who remembers Rainbow Bridge on Mario Kart 64? Just me, or just the 90s kids that know? If you know, you know, guys. I'm just saying. I bet you guys were thinking about Rainbow Bridge too, not just me. Alright. Let's get back to the reading, guys. Collective, I feel like sometimes you feel like you're not normal, or you don't think like a regular person, and that makes sense. Like maybe you guys feel like an alien, which you probably are an alien to other people, collective. Let me go into part 3. Alright, part 3, collective. So we have learning how to be human in the world but not of it. You don't feel normal, collective, and it could even be like you feel like maybe God put you on this earth, and it's just kind of like maybe because you had to go through certain trauma, you've had to cope with it in some aspect. And I don't judge over here, you know. So we have soul memories and gifts. You've done this before. So this is like linked to your past life, collective. I feel like your soul purpose is linked to your past life. That's what I'm strongly getting. What else? What else? What does the collective need to hear? We have New Earth. Collective! It's happening. Keep holding the vision. Collective, we technically are in New Earth right now. And that's essentially what a lot of us are stepping into. Stepping into our highest timeline. Stepping into who we are spiritually, right? Who we are in the spirit, guys. Manifesting in this physical reality. It's crazy, right? I can't believe it either, guys. You know? I can't believe it's not butter. No, I'm joking, guys. But it says you're not alone. Isolation, physical connection, community. So collective, I feel like even if you feel isolated, I feel like you're coming into alignment with your soul family as you're stepping into this new timeline. You may be leaving people behind, but you are going to be meeting people that are just like you, collective. That's what you have to look forward to. You're going to be meeting people that understand you. You're going to be meeting people that are a part of your soul tribe. That's what's happening. What else? What else? What else? And we have jump in. Adventure. Say yes to change. So collective, you're going to be taking a lot more adventures, or you're going to be traveling more, or it's like you're going to be collective, you're going to be stepping through this new door, and there's so much to look forward to. I feel like you have no idea what's happening. Like you have no idea what's going to come from this. Is that you are going to be meeting people that are going to be just as spiritual as you are, or people that are going to understand where you're coming from, or people that aren't going to judge you, or people that are going to feel like family to you outside of the people that you've been around that have made you feel like it's that you have to be isolated because you're weird. And I feel like maybe you've had family isolate you because you are the black sheep. Okay? What else? What else? We have the great severing, Mars energy, anger, conflict, softening to love, collective. I feel like it's because you've had to argue with these people, or it's felt like you've had to argue with these people because you are different, or it just felt like these people were committed to misunderstanding you, collective. Give me a minute. Because I need my coffee to survive, guys. But yeah, guys, I feel like maybe these people have tried to argue with you because they, but I feel like you're cutting these people off so that you can have this new start. We have life lessons, soul growth, steady, higher learning, collective. I feel like you've come here, you've had to learn lessons, and it could be like maybe you feel out of place, even though you've had to undergo so much soul expansion and you've had to grow. It's kind of like you're like this superhero, right? In the spirit realm collective. It's like you're a spiritual giant, right? And it just feels like since you are this spiritual giant, it's kind of just like maybe you feel out of place because you've had to endure certain things or certain lessons in this lifetime with people that you did not want to deal with. And I know that feeling. I really do. Trust me, I know the feeling. Okay, what else? We have the void, stop, embrace winter. So collective, I feel like collective, what I want you to think about, if you're cutting off family, right? These people are going to be feeling left out, and they're going to be feeling the same way that you felt, because I feel like these people try to isolate you, or they try to make you feel isolated because you're different. But you're different in a good way, collective. There's nothing wrong with you. I feel like it's these people because they don't want to understand you, or they have like self-limiting beliefs. Like this is giving like people that only read the Bible but don't have a connection to God. And I know I'm going to offend a lot of people when I say that, but I mean like when you're spiritually ranked in the spirit, and you have the authority to fight against enemies and against people that have come up against you and people that have sent demons at you. Because trust me, I know, I really do. It hits different, okay? And then you don't feel normal. You don't feel regular because you've had to fight these battles that no one knows about. Or if they do, they write it off. But I feel like you're coming into alignment with people that understand you, understand what you've been through. What else? And I feel like it's because, collective, you have so much wisdom within you and just all of this energy inside you from other lifetimes, collective. You're part of a team of souls. Call and support. I feel like you do have people that support you, collective. And I feel like it could be like maybe the spirit realm and your guides want you to know that, right now you need to take care of yourself, or you need to rest more, and that you are going to be walking through, like I said, this new door. I'm pulling from a different deck, and this portal that's opening up, guys, is so significant. Like, for me, I'm always curious about these portals because it's always interesting to me. Collective, I feel like when it comes down to this portal energy that we're stepping into or walking through, it comes down to your future, collective, and what you plan and see for yourself. But it's time for you to release people that are draining you of your energy and being codependent. Because I feel like I said, you guys have had to learn boundaries with people. And that's what I'm strongly getting. Let me continue. Alright, guys, I'm back. But yeah, I just feel like you guys have a lot going on, and your guides want you to understand that you guys are shifting into a new timeline where people cannot come with you because they're just draining you of your life force, or they're draining you of your energy. Like and that's not to say that these people are bottom feeders, but that's the best way I can say it, is that they are bottom feeders. And I know that's harsh or that's cruel, but if the shoe fits, you know what I mean? Like, some people just can't come you know, with you in this new timeline, in this new chapter that you're stepping into. Collective, I want you to think about this. I feel like because Saturn is here, Saturn retrograde, I feel like you need to think about what these people have taken you through. And we're talking, and like I said, these people have tried to restrict you. And it could even be like they've tried to make you feel small, like affect how you feel about yourself, affect how you see yourself. But their karma has nothing to do with you. Okay, what else? We have Aquarius, collective. I feel like this is about who you are in the spotlight, what you stand for, collective. And like I said, we're going back to that purpose. You need to make a plan about what you want to do with your purpose, whatever that may be for you, so that you can expand off that, collective, because it's going to set you up for your future, collective. And I feel like maybe you're having dreams about your future, collective. And that's how I see this. And it could be like maybe you're going to be making your own family, or this is something that's going to be ahead for you, is like maybe you're going to be setting up for your generations to come, or that is the game plan. It could even be like you're going to be moving, collective. But I feel like you guys are going to be world renowned. Like maybe you guys are supposed to be healers. Like maybe you guys do something holistically. Like this is not going to be for everybody, because sometimes, like for me, like the Aquarius energy, it makes me think about like someone that heals people or someone that helps people. And this could be to any degree. I'm not going to sit here and judge anyone, but you know, you guys, you do something that helps people in some sort of way. And this could be making, like, it just depends on what your purpose is, collective. I feel like it's going to bring you a lot of money, or it's going to bring you a lot of stability for the future. And there's this need for you to pay attention to your dreams, but let people deal with their karma, because that has nothing to do with you. Okay? Let me see what else. Yeah, collective. Like I said, there's a lot of growth and expansion here in the future for you guys. And I feel like we got the moon card in reverse. And I feel like this is just about everything coming to light, where I feel like more secrets are going to be coming out in these readings. Because like I'm trying to pull from different decks that I have to shift the energy, and it just seems like this dense energy of people carrying the spirit of envy or being in a low vibration is trying to restrict people from getting to their higher timeline. It's kind of like people are trying to make other people descend. If you know what I mean, you guys understand what I'm saying. And I feel like you guys are going to be, if you're a divine feminine listening, you are going to be with your husband, or you're meant to be with your husband. There's like, now is the time for you to come into alignment with your husband, collective. And that's what I'm strongly getting. It's kind of like no more delays. You are stepping into a timeline where you have to expand. Things have to come into alignment. They have to. That's what I'm hearing. They have to happen. This is what needs to happen, because I feel like the people that have tried to hold you back are going through karma, because they try to stop you from growing, basically trying to stop you in your life from having what you need, or having what you want, or having things that make you happy, collective. And it's kind of like these people didn't want you for your dreams to come true. They didn't want, what else, Spirit? Collective, I feel like these people try to sacrifice you spiritually. And this is messed up. So, if you guys have had to go through some hardships and some hard times, I feel like it has everything to do with your family, Collective. I'm not going to cap. I feel like these people could have gone in the spirit to try to do something. But I feel like it came from a space of being unhealed or unevolved. Like I said, it's giving bottom feeder energy. But I feel like these people were trying to stop you from spiritually growing, or it could even be like they're trying to dismantle your protection, but I feel like it triggered one of your ancestors, or it woke up your ancestors. That's also how I'm seeing this energy. So whatever the last thing that they did is the last thing that woke them up. That's messed up. That's messed up, guys. But yeah, no. I feel like you guys are going to be feeling a lot more free as you move through, as you guys move throughout the energy. And it could be like you guys are going to be connecting with people online as well that have an understanding. When it comes down to Gemini, it makes me think of online communication. So it could be you're going to be connecting with people online that are going to understand you, or they're going to want to work with you as well. But yeah, I feel like you guys are going to be moving to much happier times in your life, and there was nothing that was going to stop you from, reaching the level that you are at in terms of your spiritual growth, Collective. So yeah, I feel like these people, whew, man, I kind of don't even want to go there, because I feel like it could be like these people are getting spiritually tormented as well, which I like I said, don't want to go into that, but it's just what I'm getting. So if they are getting spiritually attacked, I feel like it's more your ancestors than anything. I know, right? I'm gonna stop talking about it. I'm gonna go pull some extra cards for you guys. Let me go into the next part. But yeah, guys, this energy's been very brutal lately. At least when it comes to the ancestors coming through in these readings. Yeah, we have see the bigger picture, Collective. This is about your future. This is about your future. And I know, like, I've been picking up on people that have been trying to block people from their destiny or what's meant for them. No, guys, I feel like there's no more none of that. All of the blockages that you guys have been dealing with is getting lifted, like, expeditiously. All right? What else? Speak your world into being. This is also giving as above, so below, Collective. So a lot, like I said, that integration of your 5D self into the 3. I'm not forgetting that. That card fell on the floor, guys. Oh my gosh. Collective, I feel like my nose is itching. It could be maybe you guys need to go more within yourself. And I know, like, I've mentioned that. It could be like maybe you guys need to do more self-reflection, or you guys need to go deeper in your emotions, in like your heart space about what you want, like getting real about yourself. That's also how I'm seeing this energy of you guys need to get real about yourself, about what would make you happy and what that looks like for you in terms of your future. At least that's what I'm getting. And it could be regarding your manifestations, Collective. But it's kind of like after you set the intention, don't allow your fears to creep in. It's kind of like you got to release the fear and just allow, detaching from the manifestation itself, What else, Spirit? What else? Talk less, feel more. So, Collective. Don't talk about it, be about it. That's what I'm getting. Be about it, Collective. Be about it. Be about what you want for yourself. Allow things to happen in your world, and really take the necessary action to make things happen in your world, Collective. But I feel like once you do that, you'll have a lot to be proud of. but your guides want you to think it through, and they want you to relax. Like whatever it is that you plan on doing. This could be like you starting a business or trying to get something off the ground that, you know, is going to set you up for your future, collective. And that's what I'm strongly getting. So I feel like you guys have something that you want to build, or something that you want to start, or some sort of business that you want to get off the ground, collective. So that's the advice here. If you guys haven't figured it out yet, maybe you guys need to take some time to yourself and figure out what it is that you see for yourself, whether this is you going in a business for yourself, or, you know, to make extra money, whatever it is. Excuse me, confirmation. Let's see what else. I'm working with my moon cards. Adjustments are required. And I feel like that has everything to do with your fears, guys. Like maybe you're worried things aren't going to work out. But I feel like your commitment to your purpose is being tested, collective. I always like to say, how badly do you want it, collective? You know, your dreams need a practical plan. So like I said, putting everything into motion, collective, from the beginning of the reading that we talked about, where, you know, you guys gotta put it into motion, or there needs to be motion put behind what you're planning for your future. And this could even be so that you can have more money coming in for you. A time for healing. And I feel like that's where you guys have been. You guys have been doing a lot of healing, or you've been doing a lot of self-reflection. I feel like balance in your emotions, in your mind, in your heart is everything. Like everything has to be balanced so that you can be in alignment. Remember, guys, if you gotta keep your energy regulated in a space where, you know, you are at peace and you are in the flow state, you know, not allowing things to bother you or weigh you down. We have a new romantic cycle begins. Like I said, love is coming in for you guys as well. So as you continue to heal and you continue to shift, doors are going to be opening for you. What else? We have, you're very close to achieving your goals. So like I said, you guys are very close. Don't give up, guys. Don't let your fears get in the way. I know it's very easy to fall back into fears, or maybe you guys have been having like a sense of anxiety, but just try to release yourself from that. And I know it's easier said than done, including when your mind doesn't want to be quiet. It does happen. Expect powerful change. We have new moon eclipse. We have faith in your dreams. Show the world the real you. Like I said, we had have faith earlier, collective. Have faith in your dreams. You guys got to believe that this is going to happen. It's happening, collective. You got to affirm that. Say it's happening, collective. It's happening. It's happening for me. I'm stepping into my highest timeline, you know. And it could be like maybe you need to show yourself more, collective, or express yourself more, collective. We have a powerful change, collective. I've been hearing there's like a solar eclipse and like a lunar eclipse. This eclipse is so significant because it's like life-changing for you guys. This eclipse is like the start of your new life, collective. This is also what I'm getting. So on top of the Lionsgate portal, collective, that eclipse is going to be so significant when it comes down to people getting cut out of your life or people being removed from your life. But collective, the biggest thing here is don't let people from your past, or don't let people from your past hold you back from, you know, moving forward. Because I feel like these people could be stuck in fear themselves. And your guides want you to hold your vision. That's what I'm strongly getting. So it could be like, maybe you guys are worried about what's going to happen to your family, collective. But I feel like, you know, you got to let people figure things out on their own, including when it comes down to like what's happening in their life. You know, we can't save everybody. And I hate to be the bearer of bad news when I say that. It's just like some people just have to go through it. You know, it's kind of like, who was there for you when you were passing through, you know, your hard seasons in your life? And I hate to be the reminder of that, but it's just kind of like, but seriously, who was there for you, right? So, guys, if you want a personal reading, my link will be in the description box below, and I will be available for personal readings, guys. I'm going to go now. Just, like I said, focus on your purpose. Focus on what you want to do for your future and what that looks like for you. You are free from any kind of spiritual bondage. And these people are going to be facing some sort of karma. But like I said, more stuff is going to come out about these people. But focus on your purpose, guys. Focus on what's ahead for your future and what that looks like for you. And, you know, you are going to end up building with some sort of husband, or you're going to be getting married. But make sure you stay in balance, collective. I'm going to go now. Bye!